Well, between octopus and centipede jabs, I'm still here. The justice system was attacking me accidentally. The U.S. Novel Nevias Toko Services was doing everything they can to try to help everybody who was being afflicted by jellyfish tentacles and things like that that's happening to people. I'm somebody that's under attack too, because I must be, not because I chose to. But if somebody else wanted to be here, then they could have. But it's very, very terrible, and it's a terror. But in the next 5 seconds, the white women in the suburbs and stuff, they about to start getting back their own protection because they was being exposed and vulnerable in the opposite way for 28 years. But they themselves were never asked to pay anything, but they themselves did not relent mercy for anything, if you know what I'm saying. But they was never told to, and never asked to, and never needed to, if you know what I'm saying. But these people have now regained all of their senses and consciousness. Their husbands were all attacked by Japanese Saudio units. They're using computer chips in the Nasiach freeway cabs, which is weird to hear, they say. But they're using computer chips in a way that never happened before. And they're using it against every civilian in sight. And they put it in the airline pipe wheel system, in the prisons first, and then in the rest of the population. And that's it. And so help needed. But ain't no need to rap about it. For the simple fact and idea is, if I'm here, that mean they live. But if I'm not, then they didn't. And that's all I can tell you. Because sometimes the protagonist is not in the way that people mention or picture, if you will. So I tell guys, got money, it's to kill the pox bars. Yeah, so love, hope, and marriage. And Dexter Jerome Ray Jr. is unrelated to the late rapper Tupac Shakur in every which way. When people go among themselves to try to make things relevant, it's weird. And so they go upon themselves on top of Makewood and Shaq A. Sapin. And that's it. But nobody else helped. Because once they put computer chips from another country in a country, then that means that it's nothing else that they felt but hate, anger, and amnesty and odious nature. Whether or not it was deserved or whether or not it was kept or requited. And so those who are affected, be with you. And those who are not affected, God be platratos. But never say God was not in the country or the USA, because he was. So for every computer chip, the human person can never do anything except what that country got it programmed to say. Except God, of course. But anybody else, they'll be tormented day and night without rest, and neither will their eyes cease or their consciousness fail, and they'll never have help against God's will, if you will. So that's the terror of it. Achuredos, and it extends to spirit creatures too. Achuretos, Achule Poker.